Take two. This thing on? Check.
Are we here?
Yeah. Went through the intro video and I forgot to click live. I did check the mics beforehand and they were switched to the wrong mic, but I caught it ahead of time. No, that's good. That's a good thing. I caught it ahead of time.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, we're doing good. Welcome everybody. This is Beard Advice Live every Wednesday, 9 p.m. Eastern. I forget oftentimes to give you guys the reminder, the encouragement to simply hit the thumbs up on the video. Go ahead and hit that like to show YouTube that you enjoy this content. They'll keep showing you this kind of content. They'll show other people this kind of content. My name is Dan. This is my wife, Sam.
Hi.
Sam, how are you doing tonight?
Great.
Awesome. We got Beard Octane in the chat. We got some
What
news
up?
to share about them and welcome in everybody. We got some familiar faces that we haven't seen in a while, man. I appreciate it. What's up, Max? He said he's going to listen while driving. And then he had earlier, Jake Boss said he can't stay. He's got an early night, but he just wanted to put out there digging the podcast.
Thank you.
So we will have a podcast this Friday. Sam, you announced it on Instagram. What is our topic of the podcast?
No, I haven't announced it yet. We did the poll, but
snap.
I don't know.
Do you want to announce it here for the 65 people that are early?
No, it's a secret.
Oh, okay.
I'll tell you guys tomorrow.
Where can they find out?
You can find us on Instagram at Catching Up with the Commands.
There you
go. Just like it sounds.
There you go. And G Squared says the Commands are such a great couple. Thank you. And thank you guys for all you do for the bearded community and beyond. Thank you. Absolutely. We're happy to highlight a foundation close to G Squared's family's heart. And I thought it was a great week. And so, Dennis says the podcast is dope. Yeah, we hope you guys check it out. We really are enjoying it. It's a lot of fun and we put a lot into it. And hopefully you guys get a lot out of it. But this show, you guys, and if you're coming in, drop a comment. We want to see all these new and familiar faces and returning faces again. We sneak peek, Sam. They're wanting it. JP loves it.
Here's a clue. Ready? I feel like Maddox would do that.
Yeah, the money dance. Yeah, that's a good one. But this show is Beard Advice Live. The basics of this show are people send in pictures of their beards. They tell us their goals. They tell us their problems. That email is beardadvicelive@gmail.com. Sam, now that we're in beard season, how much are we charging people to be on this show to get advice?
$3 million?
That would be fantastic. I would even take two.
Don't get crazy.
No, but this show is free, you guys, to get advice, real-time advice. And now I even have a fancy little pen that I can draw lines on.
You're so excited about that pen.
It's valuable. It's super valuable. So if you guys send in, it's 100% free. You are helping out the content for this channel. You're helping out many other beardsmen out there, and hopefully helping out yourself. So if you guys want to be involved, beardadvicelive@gmail.com. But and look at this. You've also got my wife invested in the podcast now.
Oh, yeah.
I re-listened to episodes with her. Yes, I've listened to your podcast episodes more than once.
Yes.
Me too.
That's funny because I cannot listen to them. I get weird, like cringy stuff. I don't watch any of our videos and I cannot listen to our podcast. It makes me feel weird. And then I feel like I'll think about it too much. And I'll be like, I say that word weird. And then I'll think about it and it'll sound weirder.
Yeah, Sam this may be a future podcast episode. Sam is super hard on herself. I would have to think of the word to describe it, but I'm not hard on I hold myself to a crazy standard, but I don't beat myself up if I feel like I don't get there. I simply correct it. I move forward. I adjust. And it's the coach in me. So I've listened to every podcast at least 4 or 5 times.
Oh my gosh.
At least some of them. The last one I've probably listened to 10 times now. And number one, I enjoy them. I literally enjoy listening to them. But number two, I study it like film. And if you're a coach and you study what you did, it's the exact same thing, right? How could Maddox get better without watching his own film?
Yeah.
Even if he's like, I don't like to watch myself play, you have to. And so for me, I watch it to get better, to improve, and I just enjoy them. I think it's really fun. I like to think about it from the lens of the viewer, which I think is a really important thing as well. So, yeah, it's but that could be one in the future too, is how you have self-talk, how you are hard on yourself, that kind of thing. So yeah, absolutely. And any chance you have Gigi or other family members on the podcast? Not right now. I don't think we have any plans for that.
I feel like it's hard like to bring somebody else in who doesn't know like what we do here. I don't know. I just feel like it makes me feel awkward.
Eventually, we definitely will have interviews. We will work that in. Who knows if the podcast grows legs and maybe I interview somebody or Sam interviews somebody or we both interview somebody. I cannot imagine it being family. That's something I'm just definitely not comfortable with. But if it's like a career or a topic that we find interesting, I would love to talk to somebody about that. Those oftentimes are my favorite podcasts, but because you have podcasts, for me it's like solo podcasts and then multiple people podcasts, whether it's 2, 3, 4 people. We cover the multiple people just with us. and JP says, from the viewer and listener perspective, you're doing great, Sam. Give yourself some credit. That's awesome. What's up, Drew? Good to see you, man. It's been a hot minute. Yeah, I really appreciate that. Absolutely appreciate that. So thank you.
Someone said your mic sounds weird.
Yeah, it's not. It should be fine.
You.
Yeah, no, it should be fine. In the moment, it's impossible to adjust these things. So this is another like learning thing. So when people are like, "Hey, your thing is off," or "This is off," as long as I know my things are all dialed in, then I should be good. Like if I check over here, audio, no, we're good.
Okay.
So the only thing that could come out of that is me stressing and worrying about it. So we got it. Tony. We have a halftime segment. Oh, you've been on the show, man. We have a halftime segment of the show where we answer you guys' questions. And today, guys, Sam doesn't even know, so we only have 2 entries.
Okay.
So we have a substantial amount of time for that halftime segment. And Tony, we will 100% get to this question at halftime. I will go there. And Jason B says, what JP said, Sam, you're doing great.
Thank you.
There we go. Awesome. And Josh says, I love you, dude, but Sam is the star of the podcast.
Oh,
that's awesome, man.
Snap.
That is great. And David, I've starred your question. We'll hit that one at halftime as well. Ellie's listening while shopping on Temu.
You're welcome.
Too funny. All right. And I do have, again, great question, gamer. If you guys have questions, keep them coming. I'll keep starring them as we go through. So yeah, podcast, Catching Up with the Commands. It is linked in the description. So please check that one out. And beyond that, guys, we'll be giving some advice tonight. We got 2 segments. As always, Sam, what are our 2 segments that we do on the show here?
The first one is where our podcast came from, called Catching Up with the Commands, where we just kind of go over our week, our last week since last Wednesday. I always say we need to write these down. I have the world's worst memory of like a healthy person, and I cannot remember what we did this past week. I need to write it down.
Yeah. She only has good memory if it's something we disagree on. Then she has
accurate.
The greatest memory in the world. So, and Tony, I just saw your thing. Unfortunately, you sent in after the show. So we're not going to be able to get this one in here. And I know you said fill in, but man, appreciate it. And I think you were just on last week. Check back in a couple of weeks, man. We'd be happy to get you in there. And Dennis says, we always look forward to Sam dropping the F-bombs.
I love to drop a good F-bomb.
So yes, the podcast is not, there's language involved. It's nothing really more than that, but it's language. So yeah, a little bit different than this one. So yeah, Catch Them with Commands. And then the second one is
try something new.
And this week, guys, neither of us have tried this. I can't even think of anything I could compare to that I've tried with this. We are going to try aloe vera drink. Now, I was trying to describe this online, and I'm glad they put the words in there because I'm like, is it an aloe vera beverage? Is it an aloe vera, like, what is it? And
does it say drink?
It literally says aloe vera drink.
So it's not juice.
No,
I said juice,
I
guess.
Is it juice? Is it this?
I don't know.
It's aloe vera drink. Let us know. I had never heard of this until Sam was like, you want to try? And I was like, sure.
In the moment when I'm at the grocery store, whenever I'm grocery shopping, I'm always looking for new things for us to try. In the moment, I'm like, oh yeah, that's going to be so good. And then we get here and I like kicking myself for picking aloe vera drink to try.
Okay. Justin says, those are so good. Warren says, I love the taste. My wife can't handle the chunks in it.
The chunks?
So you can see it a little bit. It's just like aloe, like actual aloe.
I don't know if I can do that.
And like Tony says he can't do it. He doesn't like the consistency. And Banana Goat said, pretty sure they're not bad. Kind of bland, like comparable to those coconut waters. Okay.
Okay, I like coconut water.
Yeah, coconut water's fine. Maddox, our son, just tried coconut water and he actually really liked it.
He loves them.
Maddox really likes super healthy stuff.
Okay. Oh, water, aloe vera pulp, sugar, different kind of sugar.
Can you drink Can you drink orange juice with pulp?
Yeah,
Okay.
orange juice is only orange juice if there is pulp
Okay,
in
so
it.
think about it like that. I would assume
Okay,
it's gonna be very similar to that.
but, like, aloe is, like, goopy.
Yeah, but what was the first ingredient in here? Is it water?
Yeah.
So yeah, the first ingredient's water, so it's not going to be as goopy as that. The first ingredient is the most potent ingredient on beverages, just like it is your beard products. So there's more water than anything else that's in here. One more day at another school. Back to my. Oh, good, good,
Oh,
good, good, good. I'm
wow.
glad, man. I'm glad that they're starting to get that stuff back together. All right, but yes, and then somebody sent me a picture today. They said they really like this. It's infused with pineapple. So there's like a pineapple
Oh,
version as well.
yeah, I feel like that would make it better.
Yeah, absolutely. Jason says, "Dan, thanks for the message. It was much appreciated and needed. Yesterday was kind of rough day. Absolutely, man. Was just thinking about you, and I'm trying to hold myself to the standard that I encourage other people. If something crosses your mind in a positive way, don't just eat it and sit on it. Reach
Mhm.
out to the people and let them know.
Yeah.
I've been doing that in person. I've been doing that online, and I'm just trying to stay true to that because there's something about all of us where we think something positive and then we hold ourselves back from saying it,
Yeah.
whether we're worried about how they're going to take it and how they're going to respond. And I refuse to live by that fear anymore. If I
You literally did it with me today.
don't even remember, and so that's fine. Like I'm refusing to, and especially people that are like friends, acquaintances, or even strangers. I want to make those positive impacts because I don't know a time where I've said something nice and it's come back to backfire.
Yeah, right.
But we all fear it though. Like when you notice somebody, you want to say something. There's so many people, myself included, yourself included, where we're like,
Right.
I probably should, no,
You're like, "Is
I'm
that
not.
awkward? Is
Yeah,
it
I'm not going to go over
weird?"
there. So yeah. And Doug says 100% on the pulp and orange juice. That
Yes.
sounds like a
Dan
this or
hates
that
pulp.
question. Yeah, I don't like pulp. Yep, I
But
don't.
do you like pineapple juice? And that's the pulpiest pulp of all time.
Okay, all right,
Pineapple's literally just pure pulp.
yeah.
That's all it is, mushed together. Blah.
I don't feel any consistency with like the canned pineapple juice though. I just feel
Oh,
juice.
it's there.
Okay. All right. Hey, and look at Deborah comes in,
Hi, Mom.
aka Gigi, coming in like a celebrity. Dan is the master of encouragement.
Yeah, that's true.
I try, man. And it's I don't know. I don't know if it's natural. I don't know if it was the teaching. I don't know if it's the coaching. I don't know if it's seeing thousands of people and like I don't know. I'm
I
not
think it's
quite
just
sure.
you. It's just your personality.
Okay, I'll take that. JP says, "Can't confirm Dan is living it. I was on the receiving end of some kind words recently.
Oh,
I was very appreciative, and that's all, dude. I've been on the receiving end of many kind words from you. Not to deflect a compliment, but that's true. So yes, absolutely. All right, and do you mind if I screen record? I would prefer not to. We do own this content, so and you're asking. We really appreciate that. Recording anybody's content without their permission is illegal. We own the copyrights to all this. So funny. We were just talking about
just
copyrights
talking
like
about
right before this
it.
podcast. So no, I would ask you to not screen record. If you have, if it's like for your section in particular, if you're on the show today and you're like, hey, I want to record this to show to my barber. Oh, absolutely. Go ham, go crazy. But recording the show or just our interactions and stuff, I would ask not to on that one, just out of the licensing rights. And that's so funny. Like we just talked about that. And Eric says Dan helps me a lot. Always very responsive. I was just talking to you 30 minutes ago. So awesome. All right, catch up with the commands. CMC in
Mhm.
your memory. What was going on in our last week? Oh, I know the bit. What was going on the last week in the command household?
Oh, yeah. I already forgot.
Yeah, yeah,
We went camping this last weekend, our last camping trip of the season,
yeah.
but we went to our favorite campground, which is in Muskegon on the other side of the state. Let me see if I got this right. This way? Yeah, over here. We live over here, camp over here, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, we live on the east side and we camp on the west side.
Yes. And, fall camping is our favorite kind of camping because we dress up and we go trick or treating and we decorate our campsite, and it's just fun. It's just like it's we're Halloween people, and Vi's a Halloween girl, and we just love it.
Okay. All right. Some people are saying the mics are cutting in and out. We are all connected. It's all going over here, so it might be on the YouTube side of things. Uh, but yeah, I'm not sure. And
Yeah.
Justin says right down the road, White River. No, so we go to it's directly across the street from Michigan Adventure, Duck
Yeah.
Creek.
It's a RV park,
Mhm.
so it's not like a campground technically, I guess.
Yeah, it has all the things in the world for kids. It's so fun. It's so engaging. And then, yeah, we did the trick or treating. Vi was a handful this weekend. She
She
really
was,
was.
and then we figured out that she was getting sick, and
Mhm.
now it all makes
Yeah, yeah,
sense.
absolutely. And so it was actually, and people will laugh at this, but it was unseasonably hot
Oh my gosh.
for us. It was a really, I mean, we're talking, and you guys are gonna laugh in certain parts of the country. We're talking into the 80s, but pure sun.
Yeah,
And we're used to, like, that fall cooling weather,
yeah.
and man, it was hot. It
There
got really hot.
there have been years when we do fall camping and we're in full winter gear,
Yeah.
like thick coats, gloves, hats when we're trick or treating,
Mhm.
and this time I was like, "Ugh, Maya and I can't wear tights 'cause we'll be too
Yeah.
sweaty."
Literally, yeah, if I had 'em on, had to take it off.
Yeah.
It was hot, and it's starting to cool, and then this weekend, wanna tell 'em what we're doing?
This weekend, Dan and I are going up to the UP, which we've only just, like, touched. I
Yeah.
feel like we've just, like, crossed the bridge and then came right back. But we're going all the way up to the tippity top of the UP to go hiking at a place called Pictured
Mm.
Rocks, and it's a national shore it's not a national park, but it's a national shoreline, and they have some amazing waterfalls that you can hike to and, like, cliffs and islands, and the water is supposed to be, like, incredibly blue and just, like, absolutely beautiful.
Yeah,
I'm
and
so excited.
people, like, have a hard time believing how beautiful Michigan is,
Yeah.
and it's unbelievable, like, unbelievable. You guys, like, people would say, like, "Oh, these are photoshopped, these are, like, saturated."
No.
No, and you don't even have to go all the way up there, guys. If you want beautiful water, go to Petoskey, go to Charlevoix, go to Mackinac, like, there's so many gorgeous places,
Mhm.
and we are gonna be walking around and hiking here, and it's goodness gracious, is it just it's a breathtaking state, and it's fresh water. There's no
Yeah.
sharks, there's no alligators, there's
Woo!
no pythons, there's no anacondas, there's no grizzly bears, there are some black
They're
bears, but they're
bears.
gonna
We did buy bear spray, so
yeah.
that was exciting.
Yep, but they're unless I think you're pretty not smart, they're gonna leave
Ye
you for the most part, and so, we're excited, and this is our first time since, I think, going to South Carolina to be without the kids. That's
Yeah.
pretty crazy. Also, shout
Wow.
out Positive Vibing told Sam this right before the show. I got a message from the reason we were in South Carolina, our guy Shade. He is in emergency
Oh, no.
surgery right now. Shade has a wild life. He was outside, a tree fell and gashed the inside of his leg, and they wanted to do a blood
What?
transplant and, like, all this stuff, and I didn't get
Oh,
too many
no.
details, but he took a picture from the hospital bed, was like, "I'm not gonna be able to make Beard Advice live."
Oh my
I'm
god.
like, "Dude, right, go."
Like, worry
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah, like, "Dude, we're
Oh my
okay."
gosh.
And so shout out to Shade, and I know
Yikes.
it'll be okay. Yeah, it's just gorgeous, and we're so excited, but you can just scroll through. Again, it's not it's not photoshopped or, like, filtered when you're just seeing picture after picture after picture. It's just a gorgeous area.
Yeah, but are, like, not concerned, but the high on our main hiking day is going to be in the 40s, and it's gonna rain. So that'll be exciting.
Yeah.
We have not hiked cold weather before. So we're like, "Okay, do we need, like, an extra base layer? We gotta pack, like, our thick socks and our winter coat, but also have a poncho because it's gonna rain."
Yeah.
So it's just weird.
For sure, and we're gonna figure it all out. But we're pumped, man. That's gonna be pretty amazing. Other than that, I mean, it was pretty much camping, getting home. We're winterizing our travel trailer,
Yep.
and probably the most serious, no, not probably, easily the most serious winterizing we've ever done.
Oh, yeah.
The cleaning on the inside, the
Yeah.
cleaning on the outside, and just every took the power washer. We're getting the rubber on the slides and
Now that we
everything.
have decided to keep this
Right.
one, we're like, "Okay, now we'll treat it really well."
Yeah, for sure. All right, here's a good tip from Jason. Bring extra socks.
Yes, I have that on my list too.
Okay.
Good idea.
Good tips. And if you guys are like, this is like some real hiking. If you guys are experienced and you're experienced in hiking in that cooler, I don't want to say cold because like high 40s, low 50s isn't cold to us.
Yeah.
But if you have experience with that kind of temperature hiking and you have advice, just reach out to either of us and let us know.
Also, I was thinking, so it's like 49 is the high, but when we head out in the morning at like 9 AM, like what is that temperature gonna be?
Yeah. And definitely layers because you have the ability to take them off. That's for sure. And we don't have to carry kids. Like that's crazy.
Yes,
so
nice.
We can definitely do more than that. And Justin said, keep your eyes peeled for beautiful rocks. Oh yeah.
Ooh,
so
we're gonna have to bring some for Maddox.
Yeah, we love rocks here. We are a big shout out to any comedy fans out there. If you guys know Cam Patterson, you know the joke I'm getting at. Hilarious. But we love rocks. I am at least. I don't want to speak for you. Big Petoskey Stone fans. It's literally in the tattoo of mine. I love them. Charlevoix stones, Petoskey stones. I'm going to find a pudding rock.
Pudding.
So yes.
I don't even know what that.
If it's raining 40s and 50s, it'll get cold quick.
That's what I was thinking too.
Yeah.
I'm packing all the layers.
Are we still looking at rain? Because the rain was only like it was like a 40% chance. Munising. Okay. Munising. Hey, good look.
M-U-N.
I got it. All right. This will be the big tell, guys. Okay. So we're still at a 40% chance of rain. So we'll see what that means for us. But yeah, we'll be okay. I do have some wool socks.
I do too. I just bought some.
Oh, perfect. We'll have to pack those wool socks that I have.
Oh, yeah.
I got that one pair. Yep, absolutely. All right. What are we talking about? Everything, man. Life.
Hiking.
Yes. So other than that, it's been soccer. Tell them about Jax. What's the news we have about our son Jackson?
So you guys know that Maddox plays on, it's called Nationals. That's his club team, travel soccer. And we talked to Jax does it's called Junior Nationals. And it's like just for the younger kids. They do have older kids ones, but kids like just getting into soccer.
It's like a feeder program.
Yeah. And it's ran by the Nationals still. And then the main guy who runs it came up to Dan last week and he was like, hey, Jax needs to be on the club team. Like he's too good for this, which is I feel like is so cool because like really Eric is such a good coach and he runs that program and you want to keep kids in your program, but he's like, no, like you're too good for this.
Yep.
And so Dan talked to Maddox's coach who also runs the age group that Jax would be in. And he said that Jax can start on Thursday.
Yeah.
And so he is also going to be playing for the Nationals.
So this is going to add a lot more time to our schedule and expense, but it's all worth it.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because this is that same kid that last year would not leave the bench to go to a soccer zone.
Was that last year?
Yeah, that was literally
like spring of last year?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
This
was last year, and so pretty nuts to see how far he seems excited. He's ready to go, and yeah, the coach literally was like, "He shouldn't be here. He is too good. He's the only one that listens. He's the only one that scores."
He literally. I was at his practice yesterday. He literally scored 10 goals.
Yeah, him and Maddox are very different, but they're both very talented. Maddox is big. He's very skilled with like a specific footwork. He's got just like a passion for the game. Jax is real flashy. Jax is real like
he's smooth about his moves too.
He's gonna, and if he can like talk crap, he's going to. If he can grab you and hit you, he's going to. Jax is way more savage than Maddox, even though Maddox is coming a long way in that regards. But he's definitely more savage. So we are excited. And Corey, no, we are staying in a nice hotel.
Well, we're hiking.
Yeah.
Is that when you say backpacking, is backpacking like you're going for multiple days, staying in a tent? Because I always thought backpacking and hiking were the same.
I'll let Corey.
Yeah, I feel like you know.
When he words it here, he says, "Wait, are y'all straight up backpacking?" I mean, we're hiking with a backpack. There's no way anybody would describe what we're doing as straight up anything.
Right.
We're just going hiking for a couple hours.
Listen, our ponchos double as tents.
Yeah.
So does that count?
So, yeah, no, we're not staying in the wilderness overnight. We're not tent camping. We're staying in a very nice hotel. We're not trying to put on any front. Hey, Dan Sam, you ever done the Michigan staple restaurant Terrenzo's?
Terrazanos?
Terrazano's?
No.
Never heard of it.
Where's it at?
Yeah. Yep, never heard of it. Christopher, interesting. Well, you'll have to listen to our podcast. We actually have no plans for our kids to go to college.
If that's what they choose.
If that's what they choose, they get to do whatever they want. And if you were to ask us right now and said, "Hey, do you want your kids going down the college path or not?" The answer is no. We really, really don't want them to go down that path for a multitude of reasons. It will be a podcast topic, but we really don't plan on them doing that. Maddox just finished writing a book, and when I say a book, his teacher read it and said that it took her over 30 minutes to read. Like it's got like 40 pages. Like
Does it really?
It's legit a book. Like it's a book.
I haven't read it. I thought it was just like one of his like little pictures.
No.
He's always making like these little books with pictures.
He's been working on this for weeks, and it's got different chapters. It's all about him becoming a pro player and making it to Manchester United, then winning the championship. This dude is manifesting it. He genuinely believes he will be one of the youngest pros to play soccer, and I'm not doubting him one bit. Yeah, not one bit.
Kid.
Yep. And okay, so yeah, Corey says I would say backpacking is typically going camping out of a backpack. No.
I don't think I could ever do that. Maybe if it was like, what is that one? The Appalachian Trail. I contemplated like maybe we should do that later in life without the kids.
Yeah.
But I just don't know if I could do that. I don't know if I could.
We'll see. Yeah, we gotta get more
all my
experience.
stuff.
Yeah, more experience hiking first and then probably camping also. You know, that would be
Can we bring our trailer?
Yeah, we do all the glam thing. What's up, Andy? All right, so I think that's it. Soccer, home, Violet, camping.
Yeah. I'm sick right now.
Yeah.
So that's sad.
She's doing the best right now that she has in the last 2 days. So
everybody knock on wood.
That's good news right then. All right, guys, it is time. We do a segment called Try It with the Commands. Neither of us have tried this. Had you ever heard of an aloe vera drink before this week?
Are you asking me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I have not.
We watched Karen Nate on YouTube, and I've seen Carrot drink it before. And that says a lot because she is always into all these weird, gross things.
Yeah, super healthy things.
Yeah.
Super, super healthy things. All right, Otto, dude, when it comes to try something, you have lost all platforms to talk on. You were the one that said you will have no problem with this seaweed. It's like eating potato chips. I think his exact words were, I would be shocked if you guys were adverse to this.
Well, I hope you were shocked.
I hope you were shocked. Yes, you have a lot, and that's in a playful tone. All right, you ready, Sam? I'm going to have you go first. All right, because if I go first, there may be a chance that you don't do it at all.
Is there a way?
Oh, it smells great.
Oh, it does?
It smells fantastic.
I want it to taste like that tea that you used to drink, like diet citrus tea.
Yeah. So the only thing I've come close to that I've come close to with tea or coffee or anything is the I don't know the brand. It's Lipton sweet tea with citrus.
No, it's it was the diet one though.
Yeah.
The diet citrus tea. And it's in a green bottle.
Yeah. And I think it's carbonated.
Chew the chunks. I'm going to try to skip the chunks.
Yeah, I'm going to try and skip them as well.
I'm just.
All right. Let's see what we have here. This is so funny. Look at Andy goes, it's so gross. It's good. Literally back-to-back comments here. Green tea with citrus. Yeah, that's what I tried. But I know it wasn't real green tea. There's tons of sugar and all that stuff. I don't think it was good for you. What's up, Curtis? All right. From Lipton. Yep, that is definitely. What's up, True North?
Oh, there's fruit fly.
Yeah.
These fruit flies are attacking me.
Yeah, we have fruit flies from something in our house right now. That's all right. All right, Sam is going for it. She's doing the closed lip approach, so she didn't get the chunks.
I got the chunks. It's not bad.
Okay.
It tastes like that. It tastes like the citrus tea, almost.
It does.
Why would they put the chunks in there?
Block the chunks. You can't. I tried, yeah.
That's like boba tea.
It's like tea. Yeah, it really reminds me of tea. There's a citrus to it. There's a sweetness to it. It's okay.
It's so chunky.
It's real chunky, but it wasn't bad. It didn't bother
there's
me.
A chunk on the lid.
Yeah, the chunk didn't bother me actually. Just think about it like fruit or something like that. Not bad. Yeah, not bad. Is that the one you push the top down on?
The
no.
boba tea, yeah.
Oh yeah, we don't do
Put
those.
the straw in. I've never had one,
Yeah.
and we always say like we should try it on here, but
Yeah, bubble tea.
I don't know if I can do the. Are those the boba? I don't know. The balls, whatever.
Yeah, that tastes just like that green tea with
I
citrus.
gotta go to the other side because there's a chunk just sitting there
The chunk
looking at
wasn't
me.
bad. Just chew it.
No, you just
I believe
swallow
it's
it.
supposed to be hydrating. Yeah, I do believe so too.
This is hydrating?
I believe it's extremely hydrating because that's what a lot of people forget when it comes to aloe. Aloe is
The chunks are just there.
Aloe is a water-based product. I don't know if product's the right word. So if you ever have aloe in a product, it's complicated, but you just got to make sure your sourcing is really good. And so, yeah, tapioca. Yep.
Oh.
Yep. Absolutely. Blech. All right. Yay, Jax, love them. Bubbles. Yeah, it's okay. It's definitely not as adverse as I thought.
No, the taste is
we can
fine. Yeah, the taste is fine. If the chunks weren't there, I feel like I could like it more. But the chunks, it's literally, like when you break open aloe and it's just like that. I don't even know what that
gel.
Gel. Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm. Gel.
Mm-hmm. And the boba are so gross. They surprise you and feel so unnatural. Yeah.
I really not my cup of tea, literally.
Yeah, right. I don't think we've talked about it. We've discussed that one, but I don't think we can do it.
Ooh.
So yeah, I would too. So that's a good one. Flag says he would take boba over any coffee.
Oh,
same
you're
here.
Crazy.
I would too. No doubt about it. Yeah, absolutely. And maybe you have to rub it in your hands. So Jay, that would be a different aloe. Definitely a different aloe. This is 100% made for a beverage, guys. It is. It says drink on there. Water is the first ingredient that's on the ingredient list, and it's got cane sugar. Okay, so there is some sweetness in there from that cane sugar, for sure. Vitamin C is in there. Why do you got to add aloe flavor to an aloe drink? Doesn't that just wow? It's got beta carotenes in here. Interesting. Those are
added.
Good. Yeah.
Don't trust it.
Interesting. Yeah, beta carotene. Interesting. Okay. All right. Well, decent.
Yeah.
Will we drink anymore? Probably not. Probably not.
Will we tell the kids it's delicious
and
let them try it?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Definitely. And I bet we can pitch Maddox to like it.
He probably would.
He probably would. He probably would. Strange. So yeah. Chunky milk. Yeah, you're funny. I don't even drink milk in general. Gross. Gross. Do you drink milk at all?
I don't drink milk. Okay. I eat milk. Do you drink milk when it's in cereal? I don't know.
Okay. All right. And is that a picture of your ceiling? Maybe it is. With a light with like forks.
Where?
Going out.
Oh my gosh.
No, it's just a stock image online. Just stock image. But again, this is Beard Advice Live. And I do see you guys have some questions. They are getting started. We will hit those at the halftime mark. So stay tuned, you guys. And if you have more, tonight's a really good night for questions for Sam, myself, and for the community. All right. First thing, we have an announcement. We're going to cover this until the show, you guys. Put it on your calendar, write a Sharpie on your hand, whatever you need to do, put it on the fridge. Sam is a fridge calendar gal.
Yeah.
I am a phone calendar guy. And this is Friday, October 27th at 8 p.m. Eastern. Sam, myself, and Scuba will be the guest judges on a Beard Octane beard contest. Now, there are awards, there's prizes, there's giveaways for viewers, even if you don't enter. And of course, there's going to be madness to this. Sam, thoughts, feelings?
I'm nervous, but I'm excited. I feel like there'll be other people talking and stuff, so I don't have I get nervous when the spotlight is on me, and so I'm like, okay, I can just sit back a little bit and I don't have to talk.
For sure. And it's actually weird for me to do streams like that where I'm not leading the ship.
We're so different.
Everything I do is I'm the one guiding it, directing it, and sitting back. I have a tough time being my real self on those streams.
Interesting.
It's really weird. I have a to be straight up honest, I used to do Scuba's Christmas stream every year, and I haven't the last 2 years because I just don't feel comfortable. You
need to be the center.
No, I need control. That's the main thing.
Yeah, you do have a controlling personality
for this type of thing, for sure. And it's like, if I see toxic people in the chat, I want to be able to control that vibe. I want to be able to handle. That's the main thing. And when it starts going in a direction that I don't feel comfortable with, when it's my show, or if I'm kind of like leading somebody else's show, I can steer the ship back in a kind of calm and smooth way. If I'm not in control, I just have to sit there and just kind of take it in. This is going to be amazing now. I've done many Beard Octane streams. They are always the best vibes. They're fun. They're goofy. They're crazy giveaways and deals and all this stuff. So we're going to be doing this one. Now, please enter, right? We saw Mark there said he wanted to enter. You guys, there in the description, there is a link and everything for being able to sign up for these. And it's going to be such a fun time. I'll put it in the chat right now, actually, a direct link. And to enter, guys, they have all sorts of contests. They have different categories, different beards and everything. Please don't think to yourself like, oh, my beard's not good enough. I can't win this or that. This is a casual, fun contest, you guys. There's so many good things. And Joe says we'll keep moving it. It's going to be a great time, and working on a killer intro.
Nice.
That's what he does. Yep, that's what he does.
Has Scuba been on a Beard Octane stream before?
I don't think so. No.
Wow.
Nope. I think this will be a first. Dynamo has a good question. He says, will the contest stream be family friendly? I'll let Joe answer that. I know it'll at least lean towards being family friendly. I don't know if it's fully. I'm not sure. And Ryan has a good question. He says, can anyone enter? Ryan, it's an online contest. Unless Joe corrects me, I do believe anybody can enter this contest. And Joe says, absolutely family friendly.
Okay. Note to self. Don't drop the F-bomb.
Right. Control yourself, Sam. Usually Joe brings in his son, usually brings in his actual family. So go to that, you guys, sign up. Now look at this. Really cool. These are some of the sponsors that are giving some prizes to this contest and giveaways and all sorts of things. And there is a new one that was added this week. Can anybody figure out which one is the new sponsor that just got added? I think it's pretty dang cool. When is the deadline? I believe the deadline is on the 26th.
22 days it said up.
Is that until the contest or till the deadline? Okay. So voting for the People's Beard will end on the 26th at midnight. That's what the website says there. And Joe's in here, and he'll be able to correct if there's anything that's wrong. And Mike says, I entered but had trouble figuring out voting. Joe, can you explain how to vote? Awesome. I love that. Okay, 26th is the deadline. Yep, awesome. Anyone can enter. The People's Choice is decided by you guys, so vote. The remaining 4 categories are going to be decided live. Oh, cool. So there's a vote by the people. Whoever gets the most amount of votes wins. And then there's other 4 categories that will be on the stream. And then me, Sam, and Scuba are guest judges. So that's going to be pretty cool. Weber has been there from the beginning. Black Rifle has been there from the beginning. There was one added, I believe, literally yesterday. And it is on there.
I can't even see that far.
Yeah, it is. I believe it was added on yesterday. And so there's 2 ways to enter this, you guys. Number 1, you can just go to the website. I'll put a link in the chat right now, and you can enter. Yep, 5 categories. Absolutely, yeah, the people's, and then 4 other ones. Go to the website, enter, or you can post your majestic beard photographs on Instagram using hashtags Beardtober 2023, and I didn't want to say it wrong. Beardtober 2023 and hashtag Beard Octane, and you must use both. Yes, well, look how cool that is, you guys.
Which
Viper.
one is it?
So Pit Viper is the second from the left up here.
How on earth?
It's just their logo. So if you guys aren't familiar, Pit Viper is a huge name of sunglasses. Those real, like flashy, like colorful.
Oh, yeah. You had like a knockoff pair, didn't you? From Amazon.
I am actually a paid model of knockoff Pit Vipers.
Don't you show up on the Amazon page?
I do. So yeah.
That's hilarious. Yep.
Wow, their website is very interesting.
Yeah, it's a lot.
It's the like throwback like 90s vibes here, which is kind of what they're going for, but they did the whole website and everything. So this is what a Pit Viper sunglasses.
Yeah.
This is what Pit Viper. Can you say a sunglass?
No.
Why is it got to be plural?
Because there's 2.
2 what?
2 glasses.
Oh, that's like pants. A pair of pants. It's 1 pant. Why is it a pair? But a shirt? You have a singular shirt?
Yeah.
Same amount of openings.
Yep.
Or there's more with shirts. Oh my goodness gracious.
Is there?
So you got 2 legs and then the waist, a shirt. You got 2 arms, the waist, and the neck.
Goodness.
Yep. All right. And here are the 5 categories, you guys, here. That we have is the people's choice, like we talked about. You guys vote. And then there's best beard under 6 inches, best beard over 6 inches, most decorative beard, and best beard overall.
Nice.
So if you're like, I got a short beard, hey, here's a category for you. If you're like, I don't have the best beard, decorate it. Go crazy. What are some ideas people could decorate their beard with?
Hair clips.
Okay. Yep.
Paint.
Yeah, definitely. You can do glitter. You can do like ornaments. You can do like anything kind of related to Halloween, right? This is something you can do really well.
Joe, are we dressing up? Is there a
is it a costume themed live stream?
Is there a dress code of dressing up?
Right. I might wear a different hat, but that's probably about as far as I can go.
I'll wear the full witch getup.
Sam's got you. Yep. Halloween ornaments. Yeah, you could definitely make it a Halloween themed beard. That would be good. Yep, absolutely. Yeah, okay. Pants are called a pair because they originally were 2 separate pieces tied together at the top. Interesting. Well, then what else? So a pair of socks, that makes sense. Why? Okay, pair of scissors because they're 2 different blades, but it's one thing. Like we need to update with the times, right? It's called Old English for a reason. We have new English. Let's update the times.
I'm still thinking about those pants though. So your butt cracks just like hanging out, just opening,
because that can't come together in the middle.
You have to like cross it over.
Yeah, maybe there's something here. All right. Octane says you don't have to dress up, but it's Halloween. I'm sure Eric will dress up. I'll likely get dragged into something goofy. All right, there you go. So again, guys, this is going to be awesome. We are going to be on the stream, and we are so excited. This is the 27th of October, which is coming up quickly. We are well into October now, which is crazy to think about. Kind of like chaps. Hey. All right, that's why you had draws on. Yeah, right. Is that why it's called a drawstring? Because they were your draws. All right, this is getting slippery. Okay. Beard Octane, best beard contest live stream. Cannot wait. We are seriously excited to be a part of this. Check out these Black Rifle Coffee, Pit Viper, Weber. Like they even got Beef Octane to sponsor this.
Oh shoot!
How the heck do you pull Beef Octane? But man, and Banana Ghost said, "I'm not a grammar guy." See what he did there? Grammar with an ER. But I feel like the double plural is a problem. Pit Vipers or Pit Viper glasses sounds weird when you use 2 plurals. Well, that's the weird thing is saying glasses. Can you grab my glasses?
Pit Viper sunglasses.
There you go.
Right?
Yep, there you go. Joe called in a favor to the owner. That's how these things get done. Yeah, that's how these things get done. No doubt. Okay. Do we choose which category we want to enter, or is it chosen once you see our pictures? Great question. And guys, Joe's in the chat right now. This is the perfect time for you to be able to ask him questions, and then he can give you feedback on the contest. So check out the website. If you have anything that you're wondering, drop a comment. And Shauna says, is Octane and Beard Octane related? Yes. They are both owned by Joe.
They're cousins.
Yeah, right. Yeah, they are owned by Joe. They are glasses because one is a monocle. Well, that's a monocle. That should just be called a monocle. This is something different.
It's a double monocle.
Yeah, right. No, all those are entered into all categories automatically. You guys just have to vote for the people's choice.
Okay.
So you guys do the people's choice, and then we kind of handle the rest of it.
Cool.
Easy peasy. Awesome, man. Thank you, Joe, for the info. And guys, he's still here. So all you have to do is enter your photo, and that's it.
Nice.
Hey, you have no excuse, viewers out there. The barrier of entry is very little. I have a feeling this is going to be a very large live stream too. So it's going to be a lot of fun. I hope you guys tune in. Mark it on the calendar. Make sure you don't forget here, the 27th at 8 p.m. Eastern. Awesome. All right, guys, let's go ahead and check out our first entry here. Robert B. Hey, Dan and Sam, I just want to start off by saying thanks for all the good advice from both of you. I enjoy watching every stream I can. I don't really have any questions about my beard, but just looking for recommendations y'all may have on my beard. I do want it to be longer. It doesn't seem to want to grow longer. I stopped trimming it when I go to the barber. I stopped trimming it when I go to the barber, and I also started taking biotin and collagen and beard supplements. I use a heated brush, but it doesn't seem to stay straight long. I stopped drinking caffeine drinks, and I'm working on drinking more water. These are all awesome things, man. I used to only drink soft drinks, and man, and that's so wild. We know people that were like that too.
I was like that growing up.
That's wild to me.
Like if you're thirsty, drink a Coke.
That's crazy to me. I always grew up drinking water, massive amounts of water. My mom, even to the point where my parents were like flabbergasted at how much water I drank. And so I only drink soft drinks, and I would drink 1 bottle of water a day if I was lucky. And I think there's a lot of people that are like that. What's up, Jake? But now I moved up a few bottles a day, so it's getting better. That's awesome, man. Any suggestions would be greatly appreciated. Yeah, cheers. Make me thirsty.
Can they see us when this is up?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. This is what it looks like over here. And thanks again for any great content and advice. Awesome, man. Let's take a look at your beard. Robert, looks good, dude.
Nice.
I'll start by saying your beard has not stopped growing. After the stream, please look up, just simply type into YouTube, beard stopped growing. My video will show up first, and it's going to break down all levels of perspective and advice on that aspect. But since we have you here and you want to just kind of general recommendations about your beard, we are 100% going to be able to give you some advice here. So starting off, Sam, when you see Robert's beard here, just general styling, trimming advice to have the best looking beard possible right now as he's growing it out longer. I think that's important to remember. Anything that you would notice?
Honestly, I think it looks really great. The only thing I see, and I can't tell if it's like the coloring, like is there like a little up part in the middle?
There is. Okay. Yep, definitely. You definitely have a little
I wasn't sure
triangle
if it was like dark in the back or not. I think it looks great.
Yeah, and so this is something where it's like Ken says here, do a blowout from underneath. You have the same length and shape as my beard. Definitely have the length and shape of his. I would definitely at this point continue to try to work on the styling of it rather than I want to say like, hey, let's do a little trim right here, which if you were to tell me, man, I want to rock this style of beard, this length of beard, I would say, yeah, let's go right here. Because if you do look at the side, right, this section is a little bit longer than the front section. So actually, I'm going to come back a little bit, Robert. Hey, thank you, Doug. I am going to recommend a small trim right now, even while you're growing out, because if you do the squint test, right, especially on the side profile, just squint your eyes and look at your beard. There definitely are areas where it's growing past the mass of the beard, right? Your beard is very, very dense, very strong in this area right here, okay? That is, I mean, you could shine a flashlight through that bad boy and no light's going to come through. That's really strong. But this little stuff that's hanging right here, I would do a slight trim just because it is not going to even out on its own. And I do think having a little bit of balance as you grow out is a good thing. So you said you stopped trimming for a while. This is probably time for just a small little maintenance trim, and then it will allow it to grow back in even stronger together. And again, that's just because I see this area being a little bit lower here. And then notice how your beard cuts in and then it gets longer, right? It's just going to kind of cut that stuff out. And so I do think that that would be something that's beneficial to you for sure. But it's a great beard, man. Great texture, great shape to it. I really like it. Your fading over here is fantastic. Really well done. If your barber is handling that, kudos to them. Anything else on the styling or advice or anything?
No, I think you got it covered.
Awesome, man. And I'm glad those positive changes are happening. Water, the just being conscious of it all. It looks really good. Really, really good. And also, side tidbit of advice from Ken, who has a very similar beard as yours, where it's right here, is what Ken will do, and you see his beard in the picture there, he will over straighten his beard in the morning, knowing he lives in humidity, and then that's going to bring the humidity out, and it's going to bring it to a place he likes it.
Interesting.
So it's probably too straight when he leaves the bathroom, but he just knows that Hawaiian humidity is going to puff it out a little bit.
I need to do that to my hair when we're in Florida.
Yeah, Florida is such a beast. Yeah, such a
beast.
Which
one's more humid, Florida or Hawaii?
I bet Ken would know.
Tell us, Ken.
Yeah, Ken. Florida, Hawaii, which one? He has traveled a lot. He's been all over the world, actually, as a military veteran. So, yeah, definitely. Jake says, are you pushing him when you're styling? Yeah, I definitely could see maybe a little bit of the pushing in here as well. Just be kind of conscious of not combing or brushing into the jaw. And as Ken said, again, very similar beard, get that blowout from underneath and it will help. Yep. Oh, okay. Spot on. Robert says he lives in Louisiana, so it's very humid. Your advice from Ken is going to be spot on. And Ken says Hawaii is consistent humidity. Florida spikes higher. It makes sense. What's up, Carlos? Welcome. So yeah, Robert, maybe try that technique and consider just that blowout beard and encouraging or embracing like a wider, more voluminous beard. I think that could be something that would be beneficial. Roger does the same thing. He says he really straightens it because it doesn't last too long. Okay. So yeah, it's almost like overcorrecting. And Robert says, I try not to push in. I'm still learning styling. Heck yeah, man. It's a journey for a reason. There's no finish line. There's no destination. You're figuring it out all the way. Awesome, man. Thank you for sending in. I hope that was helpful. Okay. Questions, you guys. Podcast, beard products, beard styling, anything. Let us know in the chat and we'll get to you guys here. All right. Tony wants to know, hey, Dan, could you please tell me if Everyman Jack beard butter contains anything harmful? Yes. I do not recommend Everyman Jack beard butter. I think their beard oil is an okay beginner beard oil. I recommend that. It's better than Old Spice, Maestro's, Cremo, a bunch of the other ones in stores, in my opinion. But their butter is one of those sour cream, water-based, goopy butters. We have a review that's like 3 or 4 years old. And I'm like, hey, this is okay. This is okay. Even in that review, I say, don't buy the butter. I don't recommend the butter. I just had somebody comment about that today. And they're like, hey, man, watch your Everyman Jack review. I grabbed the butter. But you didn't watch it that closely.
Right.
You gotta listen more. So no, please don't use that butter anymore. Oh, I thought that was Violet. It was our cat. Yeah. And on topic here, how would one overstrain their beard? You would use heat for longer on your beard. Just if you're using heat, right, you get your beard to a spot where you like it, you're like, oh yeah, this is dialed in. You just
keep going.
Yeah, just keep going. You just get it a little bit more straight. And yeah, that would definitely help you out. Smells good, trash product. It does smell good. Almost all the terrible ones smell really good. They have that dialed in.
But I feel like it's like that like fake good smell.
Yeah.
Like the cheap hair products smell.
We are like uniquely trained to smell that now.
Yeah.
Where we'll smell it and we're like, oh, I see what you're doing there. And I think there's something to it with covering up a bad base smell.
That makes sense.
You know what I mean? So yeah, definitely. David, and he says, are any gray beard products that you recommend? David, no. I would recommend finding the right beard products that are going to work for your beard. Now, gray beards tend to lean more towards thicker viscosity oils. So look for something like an Artius Man or look for something like a Copper Johns. And that would be in your rotation on the like more frequent side. I genuinely recommend still working in a thinner oil like Beard Octane or a medium oil like Dr. Nick's or Weatherbeard or Johnny Ray's. A balanced routine is going to be a great thing. Any beard wash is going to be great for you. There's a lot of great beards in the chat that can give you some advice and back it up on that. But yeah, you want to go for just good quality beard products that are going to fit within your preference. All right, Sam, do you all make any boundaries in the podcast or is it anything goes?
Well, okay. So we ask people for their topics that they would want to hear, and then on Mondays we do a poll of like 3 or 4 different ones, but we haven't came across one that where we're like, oh, we're not talking about that. Like we've talked about a lot of things so far and we've only had 6 episodes and it kind of just hit on all the different things. But for me personally, nothing's off limits, but I don't know if that's different for you.
So I guess there's 2 ways to think about this. You said, do y'all make boundaries in the podcast or is it anything goes? When we have a topic, we pretty much talk about it all, right?
Yeah.
When we have a topic, we're not like, hey, we can't say this, don't say that. When it comes to topics that we're picking, there's definitely boundaries. There's things that I don't think anybody should discuss in public. And there's things that maybe it's not the right time yet. Maybe it's not.
Okay, I see where you're going. Yeah.
Yes, there's definitely boundaries on the planning side of things, but no, there's not a word said before the stream where we're like, don't swear too much today. Don't say this about your stepdad's wife and this kind of stuff. Like we don't do that at all. But yeah, definitely. Like right now, am am I ready to do a podcast talking about our political views? Not yet. No,
Yeah.
we need to establish that trust. We need to establish that foundation first. But no, we don't have any rules within the podcast, if that makes sense. So yeah, absolutely. All right. Question: Are beard products, oils harmful for dogs? My dogs are savages. I don't think that they should drink a bottle of oil. I think that would be bad for any like living thing. You know, that's not a good thing. There are some scents and fragrances that dogs are adverse to. There's essential oils you should stay away from. But I haven't made a video on that because nobody knows the potency of that, right? We know if a dog consumes a certain amount of things, it could be detrimental to them, like chocolate. You guys know that's real. Like that's an actual real thing.
Yeah.
Dogs aren't able to really have high levels of chocolate. And with fragrances and essential oils, that's a real thing too. But there's no way to measure if they smell it by you. There's no way to measure if they lick your beard. There's no way to measure if they brush by your beard. So I don't know the level of it, but there's definitely things that can be harmful. So yeah, it's tough. It's kind of like plants with cats.
Yeah, but so there are so many plants that are not good for cats to be, because cats chew on plants. That's just like their thing.
Yeah.
And like we have like 5 snake plants in our house, and they're supposed to be poisonous to our cats, but like our cats know better than to chew on them.
Freakishly, they chew everything else.
Everything else but the snake plants.
They leave the snake plants alone. Yeah. So yes, but I don't know too many more details than that. And especially on something like the health and safety of your pets, I'm not going to answer that or act like an authority to that. That one's not on me. I would encourage you to really dive in for your own research. Hey Dan, if white beards means no pigment, does that mean red hairs have as much as regular hairs? No, every hair is different. The pigment and structure of a black hair is different than a brown hair, than a blonde hair, than a red hair, than a white hair. Red hairs more closely resemble the structure and pigment of a white, gray, silver beard hair. So yeah, much like if we took a microscope and we looked at a red hair, it would be closer to a white beard hair than it would be to my like brown, blonde, all those different kind of colors. So yeah. And usually the color of the beard has to do with how it's structured. It's wild, but it's really true. Okay. All right. Josh, I have another video. I have a question. You may have a video on it, but when I hunt, what can I do for my beard in the woods? I do have a video on that. If you just look up Dan C. Bearded Hunting, I've got you covered. That's one that requires a video more than just like a quick answer. So just, check that one out. It'll help you out. Unscented is generally the way to go, just for some food for thought there. I just ran out of beard oil, so I made a concoction of high-quality olive oil, coconut oil, and a little Mad Viking beard butter. How do you feel about olive oil and coconut oil for the beard? Olive oil, fantastic. If it's regular coconut oil, I don't recommend that for anybody. Regular coconut oil has a comedogenic scale rating of 4 to 5, which is highly likely to clog everyone's pores. The lower numbers you get, it's like a 0, it's not going to clog anybody. A 1, highly unlikely to clog anybody. A 2, if you have really sensitive skin, you could have issues. 3, we're getting into some dangerous territory. 4 and 5, it shouldn't be on the pores under your beard.
Coach Drayden.
Oh, no way.
Hi.
What's going on? That's awesome, man. This is one of our kids' coaches here. Great beard and great person. And Drayden, we got to say, we've really enjoyed getting to know you and your coaching.
Yeah, I love your coaching style. Love it.
Yeah, when we have the games and you're vocal and you're teaching them and you're demonstrating, but you're also firm and fair, we've increasingly been impressed, and we've had many super positive conversations about you. So keep it up, man. And Maddox loves everything that you do. So yeah, if it's straight up coconut oil, I would avoid that. Now, to not be confused, JP's out of here. He's just saying, to not be confused, I am not talking fractionated coconut oil. I'm not talking MCT oil. I'm not talking triglycerides. I'm not talking about any of these versions of coconut oil. Essentially, normal coconut oil. Think about the cabinet. It's that. How would you describe like normal coconut oil?
Like mushy butter.
Mushy butter. Like, would gelatinous be fair?
No,
okay,
not gelatinous.
Here's the actual technical term for it. It's semi-viscous. So it's not a solid, it's not mashed potatoes, but it's not water. It's somewhere between. Semi-viscous. Well, what makes it semi-viscous is the long chain fatty acids. That's also the thing that clogs your pores in this situation.
Dan started on the long chain fatty acids.
That is what clogs your pores. And if you remove that, you're left with something like fractionated coconut oil. And that one's not going to clog your pores. So totally fine blend there, but I would recommend removing coconut oil if it's the real one. I don't think that should be in any blend. What's a good daily beard wash you recommend? LCW from Beard Octane or the Beard Octane wash bars. I have both of those in the shower right now. Dr. Nick's, Weatherbeard, Copper John's, Bearded Mac, Bahuat. I mean, pretty much literally all of my affiliates have a great daily gentle beard wash. I don't know if I can think of one that doesn't. Whoa, Jacked Up Leatherworks. Oh my gosh. Dude just donated 10 memberships. My goodness gracious. That's great. Like, I never lose sight of a membership is $4.99 and they just donated 10 of them.
That's crazy.
That's crazy, dude. Thank you. And he came in, he's like, woo, I'm coming in late here. What's going on, guys? Man, thank you. So Tyler, I hope that helped. If you want more specifics, reach out to me and I would definitely help you out. And Doug, thank you for being here, man. I always appreciate when you're here and linking videos. Kyle says, are 2-in-1 beard shampoos okay to use? No. He says most beard companies here in Australia only sell the 2-to-1. No.
Interesting.
Please no. I have a video on it. I think Doug should be able to pull this one up. And essentially, it was 3 or 4 months ago, and I explained why you should not be using 2-in-1s. 2-in-1s are left for the dollar store and cheap products that are. And here's the reason why beard product companies, especially ones in like Australia and Europe, where they don't have a vast market, why they sell them is guys are simple. Guys don't want a plethora of things on their countertop. They don't want all this stuff. If you can get a guy, I always say like a 7-in-1, they'll do it. And so they're trying to play to the market, not to the beard. And I want you to play to the beard. The 2-in-1 literally cannot do its job. If you have conditioner ingredients in the same bottle as washing ingredients, how does that work? Does the wash ingredient say, hey, I'm going to go in and attack the skin?
First.
Yeah. Let me go. And then the conditioner says, all right, homie, I'll sit back and then I'll come in. It just doesn't work. So no, please no. And if you want to find that, just look up like Dancy Bearded 2-in-1 beard products and you'll find that video. Best butter on Amazon.
Oh,
well, that's a loaded topic because there are small batch amazing beard product companies on Amazon, but it's not the best route for them. Right? They usually don't make money on them. It's kind of like an advertising marketing thing, and they cost more. So, for example, Beard Octane is on Amazon. Now, I believe the butter is more on Amazon than it is on the website. Whoa, holy crap. What in the world? Robert
That's
B.
That's amazing.
Oh, my. Jacked Up Leather got it started. Robert B. coming in. Wow. 20 memberships?
I love seeing all the people get them.
It is cool. Like they come in real time. Yeah. I love it. Man, that is so cool. Wild. Well, if you guys are a new member,
welcome.
Yeah, welcome. Essentially, you get your name in green. You get to avoid the slow chat. You get channel exclusive emojis. You get a logo next to your name. That's crazy, man. Holy cow. Thank you. And that was Robert, who was the first entry on the show.
So cool.
Man, thank you, Robert. I think I was saying you can do that. The Great Before Shave butter is a solid option on Amazon. If you want to get something that is like kind of budget friendly, it's not going to hurt your beard, it's going to get the job done. Great Before Shave is a good solid option. All right, Michael says, is it right to use beard conditioner 3 days a week? Yes. Is there such thing as rinsing out beard conditioner too much? No. Oh, Michael.
There you go.
Gotcha. Christopher, is beard struggle any good? Do you know this answer?
No.
Christopher, there must be something going on with Beard Struggle right now. I had 3 emails today about Beard Struggle. They must be like bumping up their marketing or something is going on. And they must have sponsored an event. No, this is what I will say. And I don't say too much about them, but this is what I will say here. Ken goes, N-O. They are the single, and guys, a lot of you have watched my reviews and know that this is a big statement. They're the single most disgraceful company I have ever interacted with personally. Not what I've seen, not what I've heard, not a reputation. Me personally, with the owners of the company, the most disgraceful company I've ever interacted with. They not only were unprofessional, they not only make false claims, they not only rip people off, in my opinion, they also got very personal with me, and they got very personal with other people, such as Scuba, and did things like they were going to leak his address, and they were going to do like disgusting things that I have actual.
Is this the one that I had the run-in with? Or no?
I don't think so. I don't think you interacted with them. They did talk about our family. They like made jokes about me being a swim coach. They did a video mocking Scuba and all stuff. No, 100% the most disgraceful company. And everyone says, why don't you make a review on them? I don't want to bring any extra eyes to them, even in a negative way.
Yeah.
They're a big company, but I know for a fact out of my 70 whatever thousand subscribers, there's some people that have not heard of them, and I'm not going to bring them to them. That is not gonna happen. And yeah, right. The owner even made a shower video mocking Scuba.
I don't know what that means.
Yeah, like literally, like Scuba does. So I don't make any videos in the shower, but Scuba does. Where he'll like wash his beard.
Yeah.
So this company, their owner, made a video in the shower with like fake tattoos, like Scuba mocking him and like all this stuff. And so,
why would you want to support that kind of company?
I don't really know anybody that I guess conversate with that do.
No. Well, and then like how many people actually know that they're
and it's so
posting these sort of things, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, and that's fair. Not a ton, but even if you just watch a commercial of theirs, I know most of you are on kind of the same mindset and positive things. Like Walter says, they're like the way that they're, man, I could go on and on and on. They claim to be from Canada. They're not. They claim all this stuff. Yeah.
Who says that though?
Yeah, I could go on a whole lot here. And Michael says Dan could totally ruin them with a review. I don't want that. I'm not out here to ruin anybody. I'll answer a question when it's asked, because I feel like if you're asked a question, you should answer. But I'm just not a fan of anything they do. And again, my personal interactions with them, me and them, is the most disgraceful I've ever had. Like ever had. It's bad. And Ken says, you see their products because of effective advertising. Then after a couple of purchases, you realize they rip you off and the products are barely average. Yeah, very, very, very well said. Yep. Yeah, very, very well said. And that's a good way to kind of leave that. They're basically the anti every value of this community. Yeah. I agree. So thank you for asking. Just no, just straight up no. And they do get people because of their big marketing. They sponsor like the world strongman competitions. And they do like big events and stuff. So yeah, they have some money behind their marketing, which there's nothing wrong with that. I just think they use it in a terrible way. Dan, do you have any beard product brands you recommend with no coconut or olive oil? Send me a message, man. I would have to check my list real quick and make sure, because if it's no coconut and no olive oil, that does narrow it down. But yes, I 100% can get some for you. Just send me a message, Dan C. Bearded on Instagram, or Dan_command@yahoo.com. I'll be happy to help you out there. All right, guys, we had a run of a crazy amount of actually, I can catch up here. So if I didn't get a question, please drop it and I will be able to help you out. All right. And Ken, I was kind of summarizing earlier. Coconut oil can clog pores. Fractionated coconut oil, or MCT, is better. Yep. All right. Hey, Dan, I recently upped my water intake about 7 days ago to a gallon a day. I started recently because out of nowhere, I've been having beard drift pretty bad. How long to know if it will help? It should help by now.
But also, it's like, I don't know where you're at, but like the change of seasons, I feel like causes that too.
Yeah, beard drift should never happen though. As long as you are doing 3 or 4 main things. Here's the keys to beard drift, you guys. And beard drift is dead skin cells that are building up under your beard and then shedding onto your shirt, shedding onto other things, right? You don't want to have any kind of dandruff. Number 1, increase your water intake. Check, got that. Number 2, wash your beard in the shower daily. Absolutely daily with a quality wash. Number 3, exfoliate your beard in the shower. You have dead skin cells that are building up on the surface. You need to physically remove them, rake them out. And then number 4, use a good quality beard oil. If you do those 4 things, I promise, like literally promise you, you won't have beard drift anymore. Have you tried the Barbary Coast products? No. Does mixing drops of beard oil with beard balm in hand weaken the hold of the balm? Yes. Max, I have a video on that. If you look up like Dan C. Bearded beard butter hack, I go all about that. And this was going way back. Walter says, don't get Dan started on beard. So yeah, me and Walter have had some talks. Walter has, he's got some like real roots of some like Viking heritage and stuff.
Yeah.
And it's just like kind of insulting, almost offensive.
Yeah, I
to
can
him.
see that.
Yeah, when it's just like you're using it against. Yeah, not a fan, you guys. Beard day question: is salt water bad for the beard? It's not good. Should I wash it out ASAP? Yeah. Salt water is very drying. So if you're in that salt water, it's going to be leaching away any of the oil, and you're going to get salt in your pores, which is a bad thing. If it's between salt and chlorine, salt all day, every day. But yeah, it's definitely not good for the beard. All right. Going through here. Again, if you guys got any last questions here, especially the podcast, especially anything like that, let us know. Dan Sam, what is your favorite fall scent brand for beard products?
Ooh, Apple.
Definitely
Apple.
We love Apple. Yeah, Apple scents are fantastic.
Like crisp apple, not like sweet apple.
And Greg says, I'm confused to why someone would say they were from Canada when they
right,
aren't actually.
That's what I'm saying.
So this is just a general question, right? We're not talking about anybody here?
Nope.
Just general? Okay. So just in general, somebody might say they're from Canada if their base of their business is actually from somewhere like Russia. I don't know. Maybe it's the Russia, Ukraine. They're located in both. Yeah, maybe something like that.
Interesting.
Yeah, so maybe you don't want to tell people that you speak Russian, your actual production is in Russia, and that maybe you just set up distribution in Canada. So you make everything in Russia. Who knows if it's actually made there or not? Maybe it's to their neighbors to the south, if you understand geography. and then it gets shipped to a place in Canada, and then they deliver it from there, and it's magically from Canada.
It's like Temu saying they're from Connecticut.
Right. Yeah, we all know that, right? And that's not a bad thing. And I don't think that they actually say that or hide that. Their stuff actually says made in China and stuff. This one doesn't. So again, that's just a random example. If somebody were to say, why would they say they're from Canada? Maybe the country they're actually from isn't as appealing as Canada.
Yeah.
So just something to understand there. Also, by the way, we will not get political here, guys. Please respect this, but it's on topic. Canada just released a new law where they are going to be regulating podcasts. There is a set monetary number. If you make it a certain number, I think there's fees and stuff involved. You have to share with the government your viewers or listeners' information.
What?
Yeah.
For what purpose?
That's where we would probably get into some dicey conversations here. And this is the same country that seized bank accounts and all this stuff. So
sketchy.
Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that one bit, just because we make podcasts. So yes, it is. That is a terrifying new law. Oh, we got that one already.
Yep.
All right. Bearded Gamer, I have not tried beard bra.
Beard bra?
Bra? Is
bra?
That? Am I saying it?
Did
bra?
You miss the L?
Yeah. Right. No, that I've heard of it, but I've not tried it.
Like a beard bra? Like it just holds your beard up at night?
Does pulling gray beard hairs make more grow? No. Like pulling them or pulling them out? The answer is still no. So no. Dan, I want to use butter more often, but one part fear is too hard to wash out. That's valid. Seeing how hard it is to get off my hands. Second, everything gets harder to control, wavier. Any advice? It might not be for you right now, man. If it's too hard to wash out, go with a lighter, thinner butter. Something like Weatherbeard, something like Copper John's. Both of those are very light butters that I help develop, and they don't have wax. And then if it is giving you a wavier beard, use a little bit less.
That's what I was going to say. Yeah. Use less.
Dial in your styling, kind of play around with it a little bit. The benefits are unquestioned, and I know you know that, and that's why you're asking. But yeah, though that kind of be the best one. Walter says, I do. I have a mix of a bunch of other things as well, but I love embracing the Nordic culture, still learning about it.
Nice.
Yep. And we love that, man. Super cool. All right. What are the most important ingredients in oil, butters, and balms to stay away from? Drayden. Hey, what's up, Drayden? Doug, if you could link a video in there, it's like top ingredients to avoid. But we want to avoid, Drayden, any silicones, anything that ends with cone. And this is, again, guys, just in oils, butters, and balms. I'm not talking about wash and conditioner. When we start talking water-based products, that's a whole new story. That's a whole new story. That's separate. Silicones. Do you know some other things you want to avoid in cosmetic beard products that are topically applied and left on?
My one answer was silicone. Okay, so shoot. That's mine.
Mineral oil. You want to avoid any kind of mineral oil. That's
alcohol.
Not a good one. So in oils, butters, and balms, yes, you generally want to avoid alcohols.
Okay.
Now, there are good fatty alcohols in washes and conditioners, but in those, avoid alcohols. Water. You don't want water in your oil, butter, or balm. Those are other ones. Those would be kind of the main ones, Drayden. Great question. Have you ever tried Victory? No. Victory! Dan, what kind of tool is the best for beard exfoliation? Deep exfoliation would be a comb, like a Chicago comb. A lighter exfoliation would be one of those scrubbers, those rubber scrubbers. Do you keep your butters in the fridge to keep them firm? I do have some in the fridge, but no, generally not. I just bought a mini one because they keep melting. That'll do the job. Oh, yeah, you're in the Bahamas, right?
Oh.
Yes, Ryan, you should keep them in the fridge for sure. Yeah, you should definitely keep them in the fridge. Thank you, Doug. You're the man. All right. Awesome. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. Love it. All right. Dan and Sam, what topic are you most excited to cover on your podcast? Have you already covered it, or is it something upcoming?
Ooh.
You think about yours. I'll do mine.
Oh my gosh.
I am most excited.
We have a huge list.
Yeah, we do. There's so many that I'm excited for different reasons, but I think I'm the most excited. This week was like on the poll on Instagram was like the bangers of bangers of bangers for me. Bangers of me. For me,
so many people wanted the murder story.
For me, it's the murder story. It's, and some of you know this story, and it is worth it. And it's literally the house across the street from us. I had to go to court for this. It was an actual murder, and it's got the craziest plot twist of all time. And there's funny parts, there's serious parts. Yeah. It's the murder story for me, for sure.
Oh my gosh. I don't know. Probably something to do with travel. I'm very into travel and I want to travel to a bunch of different places, and talking about travel, I think, is really fun for me. That, or like we have one about the kids, like we were saying earlier about how we aren't going to push our kids to go to college. I think that's a super juicy one too.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm excited for that one. That will be a good one for sure. Any tips on how to get rid of a song stuck in your head?
Baby shark do 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 do. Get a different song stuck in your head.
There you go. Bobby, he says the murder story is crazy. It is, man. It really.
We might just have to like not do a poll that week and just say this is what you're getting.
So I think that's what it should be. I'm gonna make the call right now because we know next week's topic because it has to do with the sponsor and it's something we really want to cover. I think the following week should be the murder story.
Okay.
Because
he said it.
I got so many messages and they were like, I need the murder story. And so we will definitely, it's a good one. It is a really good one. But great question. I love that. But we really have a long list of things we're excited about. And that's the cool thing is we're in this for the long haul. Like we know we're going to hit them all. We're going to keep adding to the list and keep going through them. So we're excited. Awesome, you guys. Thank you. All right, let's go ahead and hit our next one. Christopher.
Oh, I like the way you spell your name.
That's kind of like, what would it be? Like Scandinavian
That's
type
what
spelling?
I was thinking.
That's cool.
Where are you from, Christopher?
Yeah, let us know. I got a red beard and medium thickness, and I have a sharper style that I like. That being said, in the light or outside, it looks very thin and makes me a bit self-conscious, especially if I'm wearing light clothing. I work in a professional setting, so white shirts are fairly common. Oh, whew. Onto the questions. Is there a style that would look thicker than what I currently have? Side question. As you can see in the photos, I have a rather low cheek line and basically no hair under my lip. I'm currently using the accelerator, but other than that, is there something I can do to promote new growth? Love your content and positivity, and watching your videos has helped me come to terms rocking what I have, but there's a lot of room for improvement. Awesome, man. Thank you for sending in, and thank you for trusting us. I know this is not an easy thing to do, especially to say, hey, I'm self-conscious. Hey, can I make my beard look better? Thank you, man. That definitely says a lot about this community. All right, let's go ahead and check out Christopher here.
Oh, hey, nice. Man. You do look like you're from Scandinavia.
Yeah,
I see it.
The haircut, the color.
That Viking hair.
Yeah. So let us know, Christopher, where are you from? I think I saw him in the chat earlier.
Okay.
Yeah. And it looks good, dude. What are you talking about?
He said Indiana. Come on, Christopher. Right. You got to say something more
where are your
fun.
Where are your ancestors from? If you did one of the ancestor tests, where are they from? It's Indiana. Just straight up
Lie to
cornfields.
us,
Yeah.
Christopher.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's see if you can pick up on this one. Who's your ancestors?
You can't say that when Ken said something like that.
Oh, did he?
Gosh.
Oh. Well, you don't even get it. I didn't even
Yeah,
see Ken.
it's football.
It's just college, the
Oh,
Indiana
it's
Hoosiers.
college.
All right, so he says, Slavic, Germanic roots. Okay,
Okay.
so you're in that range. Yeah, no doubt.
Okay.
All right, dude. So he says, "Hey, but when I go outside and there's a lot of light, it looks thinner." And
Okay.
okay, I get you, man. He said white shirt, and you do have a little bit of a longer beard in the front here.
Mhm.
I could see that doing that. If you have the ability to not wear a white shirt, don't. Don't. And if you do, just go with it. We've had some times recently where I've had to wear not the most flattering things
Yep.
under my beard,
Yep.
and I just went with it. I tried not to worry about it, and I just kind of embraced it. I knew it wasn't my best, but it is what it is. But with this, he wants to know specifically, hey, is there any kind of style that would look thicker? The only thing I can think of, man, is your side profile cannot get thicker. There is no
Yeah.
transparency in the world here. The front of your beard does extend more than like the supporting actors underneath. So the only thing that I would suggest, just to answer your question specifically, would be to kind of round off the beard right about here. And I think that's going to give you the densest, most possible, and it's going to get rid of the transparency at the bottom. Not that transparency is a
Yeah.
problem. I'm just answering your question here. And that would give you the thickest beard possible. And I hope you're reading the chat, man. There's a lot of really kind words giving you information about this. And here's a big one. All right. Here's a big one. Now,
Okay.
this is the one exception to the rule I have. True story. I color, and I've talked to Ken about this many times. I color my mustache because it's blonde. I know Dan disagrees with dye, but in your case, I'd recommend it. Now,
Okay.
Ken, I do have an asterisk next to my disagreeing with dye. I only think dyeing your beard or any kind of facial hair a different color is good when it changes the structure of the hair. So, for example, let's say that this beard over here was really thin because it was blonde on this section.
Mhm.
If you dyed it that same color and it brought more structure to it, I think that's an okay thing.
That makes
And
sense.
on the mustache, I could see that as well. Right? You're worried about underneath here? No, keep using the accelerator, keep exfoliating. This is an unbelievably common growth pattern. Our person that we have featured at the beginning of the show, let me see if we can go back to it here. Beard Octane. They have this on their logo. Look at this. Do you see the pattern on that Beard Octane logo? That is the natural growth pattern to have these missing patches under your lip. That's just normal. It just simply happens. So I wouldn't worry about that. But I do think if you consider dyeing the mustache, it would kind of bring some solid foundation to round that out. The tough part is, and I don't know anything about this, matching the dye color to your
Yeah,
beard.
right.
I don't know anything, but Ken might. He actually has a similar color beard to yours.
Yeah, I really have no idea because then I think it also depends on your hair because my hair takes color like sucks it in.
Okay.
Like if you put a dark color on it, it's like, no, extra dark. So I don't
Interesting.
know.
Yeah, I don't know I know the health implications of dye. There's no dye that's gonna be good, but the mustache is shorter, meaning it grows and goes through its life cycle quicker, so the damage is less. Right? If I were to dye my beard, it's gonna be way more impactful than I were to dye my mustache. So you can
But
kind of get away with
then
it.
on the other side, you have to continuously keep dyeing it.
True, because it is growing out more.
Right.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a
That
good
might be a
point.
lot of upkeep. I don't know.
Well, it might be just as simple as just that little mustache brush, and just coloring it
Oh,
in.
yeah, yeah, you
That's what
guys do
guys
have
use.
that.
Yeah, so that might be pretty simple. Yeah. And Walter says lighting can also make parts of your beard look worse than in person. I have some red hairs and I struggle with some of this. Yeah, and some of that you just got, hey, what's up, Travis? Some of that you just got to embrace. Like there's definitely situations where your beard's not going to look as good. And I think there's like a level where you get to where you just accept, you're like, that's okay.
Mhm.
It is what it is, type of
Yeah.
thing. Like Sam was shocked this weekend for the camping trip. And I'll see if you remember that you were surprised on my preparation and packing for the camping trip.
Yeah.
Do you remember what surprised you?
You didn't take any beard wash.
Yep.
And you didn't take any heat.
Yeah. So I went no heat, no beard wash this weekend. To be fair, we were only there 2 nights. It was a very short trip, and that was kind of the main reason. I decided I was gonna rough it with the shower and air conditioning and glamping. But
it did look so good, though.
Hey, there we go. And that's her backhanded compliment. Like, the way it looks now is crap.
I love his beard, like, early.
And we'll have to do a podcast on that later, another time. Communication of partner's appearance. But I didn't bring heat. I didn't do any of those things. And I just kind of embraced it. I'm like, hey, this isn't ideal, but it is what it is kind of thing. And so, yeah, I absolutely think it's probably just got to get to that point where you're like, not that big of a deal. I just need to rock it and embrace that. So, yeah, I think that. And here's a good question too. How old are you? What's your guess? How old do you think Christopher is?
26.
26? That's solid. I'm gonna go with. That's a good guess. I'm gonna go with, before I see it over here, I'm gonna go with right there.
Oh, he said it.
Okay, don't tell me. Don't tell me. I'm gonna go 28.
You're closer. 33.
Okay. Hey, that's good, man. You look young for your age. That's awesome. Marcus said 33. Was he just relaying the information?
Yeah.
Oh, too funny. Did he say it in the?
He's right here.
Okay. Okay, cool. He said, yeah, and you still have time, man. He said, I'm wondering what mine will do later. Yeah. So on average, 42 is your beard genetic peak. And so you definitely have time for that still to fill in, dude. You're doing, he said, bullshit my ego. So busted, Marcus. So yeah, it's still going to fill in, man. You're doing a great job. Right now, if you wanted to get really transparency, I could see that. But I think it's fantastic, man. I really want to make a big change. His shirt kind of looks like the one I have on in my picture today.
It does.
That's cool. And good job on the fade over here. Everything's really well done there. Awesome, man. Thank you for signing in. All right, guys, a couple of things to end with here. Scrolling down at the bottom, beardadvicelive@gmail.com. If you guys want to be on next week's show, we would love to have you. Send on in, just like people did today. A couple angles of your beard. Tell us your problems, your goals that you want to accomplish with the stream. And sometimes maybe it's just like, all right, I need to get out of my head. You guys are right. And you kind of move on and there's no changes. But if you do make changes, send in updates. We love to see the before and afters.
Yes.
So beardadvicelive@gmail.com. And then last thing, if we can circle back here in case anybody was not in earlier, the Beard Octane Beard Contest, the best beard contest, is going to be on Friday, October 27th, hosted by the Beard Octane YouTube channel. Guest judges, Scuba, Sam, and myself.
Woo!
It's going to be a lot of fun. I'll put the link in the chat. It is free to enter, you guys. You don't have to pay. You can win prizes. They got giveaways. You might be featured on the stream. It's all positives, all fun. And you do get on the website. I'll show you guys here, which is really cool. Scroll down. Look at the entries that come in.
Snap.
And so they actually have the votes on here, too.
Oh,
so
that's cool. Yeah, does it go from the most
I think
to
so.
the least?
Yep,
Okay.
I think so. Awesome. Hey, here's my buddy Jason.
Can you vote for everybody? You only get one vote.
I don't know. Joe, are you still in here? Are you able to vote for multiple people or not? But it's just straight up online votes
for all of you guys.
Let's see if I notice anybody that's in here right now.
Oh, my shirt.
Yeah, it is. Awesome. Awesome. All right, let's see. Oh, wait. Oh, Jose, what's up? Jose usually comes in here. Get out of there. All right, and that's Kevin over here. Oh, here's your hat too. I have on right now.
Snap.
Paul, what up, dude? Awesome. Love that. No brownie points for that. Look at Scott trying to get some points with the hat on there. Diablo. Awesome. JT. John. What's going on? There's so many friends in here, man.
So cool.
Really. Tony, I think he's in the chat right now. I love that. What's up? Oh, and some people are like, hey, Danny. What up, dude? Very cool. Josh over here. I love this, man. So many Jason. This is cool. And yeah, again, you get your beard on here. Mike, what's up, man? Load more. Look at this.
Goodness.
Yeah, they're still coming in. Dang, Rich, he's been on this show many, many times on Beard Advice Live. Love that.
Oh, another one of my shirts.
Where are we at? Oh, very cool. All right, Derek. Love that.
If you wear one of my
look
shirts.
at Brian B.
you wear one of my shirts, I'm gonna vote for you. Okay.
Not true, guys. Not true. All right. So yeah, get on the website. Have some fun with it. It looks pretty cool. How do we submit on Instagram? I got you, Steven. All right. So if you are, this is why we are highlighting these things so you guys can see exactly what to do. So Steven, I'm gonna remove your comment here so you can go and see. You're gonna post on Instagram with 2 hashtags: Beardtober 2023 and Beard Octane. As long as you do those 2 tags, you will be submitted, and I think it just goes automatically. I'm trying to see. Octane's still in here, so Joe will chime in if he has anything to add. But those will automatically upload to the website, and then you can go on and get the voting, and let's see where everybody's at.
Nice.
It's really cool. Some great beards. And again, guys, there's 5 different categories. So there's going to be something for you to fit into. If not, just have some fun. Yeah, exactly. Tony was right here. He said, I just entered for fun. That's all it's about. We're just gonna have a really good time. Really good time. What's up, Rodney? All right. Got that. Pit Viper, Black Rifle, Weber, and those are all sponsors. That's
so cool.
super cool. Super, super cool. All right, Sam C. Anything for the people?
Tune in Friday to the newest episode of Catching Up with the Commands podcast.
There we go. 6 a.m. We will have the podcast that is out. It is on. All right, let's test Sam here. Let's test Sam.
Spotify, Amazon, Apple, Google, some other ones that no one listens to.
Yeah, and I did have people, other ones that I did not hook
up.
Like
iHeartRadio.
Yeah, people started telling me like, "Oh, it showed up on this platform. It showed up on this platform." I'm like,
that's crazy.
That's cool. Yeah, the podcast world is wild. It's so different than YouTube and so many things because it's like it's everywhere. It's all these different platforms, and it's just like a feed that goes out. Ta-ta. Thank you, Mike. Good night to you too, man. All right, guys and girls, we're going to get out of here. Thank you guys for watching. Send in for next week, beardadvicelive@gmail.com. Other than that,
bye.
Got to the podcast.